Coming up in today's episode, I'm out chasing some whiting in the shallows with my mate Lewis while going over the basics for you guys to go and do it yourself. Stay tuned right until the end where I explain our rigs, gear and a few extra tips. Let's get into it. G'day guys, Will Kitching here. Welcome back to another video. Now as you might be able to see, I'm not on Dad's boat at the moment. I'm not on the Haynes Hunter, I'm on my mate Lewis's boat. So he got this boat recently and we've been doing a few trips up at home in the freshwater chasing some bass and stuff, but today the plan is to come down to the saltwater and chase a few whiting. Now I'll let you in on a little secret because we have finished the session, so I can tell you that we got a few, but I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to make a video doing the basics of whiting fishing. So Lewis hasn't really done this too much before, so he did really well today, but I thought I'd give you a few tips on how to get started, the basic rigs, you know, the baits, the technique, all that sort of stuff, and how to go out and do it for yourself, because it is simple fishing, it's really enjoyable fishing, and they taste so good. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And funnily enough, we started off without a whiting, we started off with this fish. So check this out and then we'll get straight into the whiting fishing. Whoa! Well, good morning guys. We're not actually chasing these fish today, but we saw a bit of a bust up on the way out and got one, cast a soft plastic out, had a hit on the first cast and then he hit it on the second, so didn't even have the camera on. But I'm out here with my mate Lewis today and we're going to chase some whiting and flathead and some species for a feed, but I think we're going to let this guy go. See him. Off he goes. Now the first step to a successful whiting session is to collect some fresh bait. Bloodworms or beachworms work, however we prefer to just pump some yabbies on the sand flats before we start. This is much more affordable and the whiting absolutely love them. You can fish for whiting on different tides, however this day we chose to fish an incoming tide. This means we anchored right up on a sand flat in around a metre of water and waited for the whiting to move up in the shallows around us looking for a feed of yabbies or worms. It's the first legal fish of the day. We got that tailor earlier, but that's our first whiting, so very happy with that. Here we go. Oh, that's a bit better fish. If this is a whiting, it'll be a good one. If it's a whiting, staying down, hoping it's a whiting and not a little flathead or something. Alright, here we go.
Whiting, baby.
That's what we want. That's a nice one, eh? We'll measure him, but he should be legal as well. Oh yeah, he's in. Even though whiting are a smaller fish, they still need to be looked after properly if you're keeping them for a feed. We brain spike and bleed them before putting them straight into an ice slurry in the esky. If you watch the tip of my rod here, you'll see that I'm getting a bite. It's important not to strike too early, so you should wait until you feel them start to swim away with the bait before you set the hook. Yeah. Not very big, I don't think. Oh, jokes, it's actually alright, eh? Yeah, he's legal for sure. He swallowed the hook, so he better be. Just check him. Oh yeah, easy. It's good to just check them if you're not sure, guys, but after you do it for a little while, you get a good eye. Now, I'll just show you something, just a quick tip here. If you don't like gruesome stuff, just look away. But see, this one swallowed the hook, and with whiting, it is quite easy to get that out if they're legal. Look away or skip about 20 seconds forward if you don't want to see. But pretty much, we're going to pull that line to one side. We're going to go up under this hard bit here and cut up, poke the knife out through their mouth and go through their lip. Now, what you can do then is run that line down where you've just cut, and that hook, you can grab it and pop it out. Now we're going to bleed him straight away and put him out of his misery and put him straight in the esky. So that's how you get out a swallowed hook if it does happen. Alright, Lewis is on here. Hopefully it's alright. Oh yeah, it's going pretty hard. Listen to him, mate. Oh. Oh, he might go legal. We'll have to give him a measure. There's a few up in this little area here at the moment, guys, but I told Lewis to cast up in there because whiting, you know, they hang around in schools, and if you get one, you usually get a few, so. Oh, that might be legal. Yeah, that's legal. Lift that one in, mate. Lift this, mate. That is legal. Yeah, good on ya. Oh, good stuff. So as I just said, there's a few up in that area. Lewis has just cast up there, and straight away, he's onto one there. We're measuring them all just in case, guys, but You can pretty much tell when they are over 23 centimeters. Oh, wait, that's a good fish, eh? I'm gonna get the net for that. Oh, that's a nice whiting, mate. Just lift in this way a bit. Right, that'll do.
Straight in the boat.
There we go. That's a nice one. Lewis just keeps getting the better size ones, of course. But we're putting a nice little feed together, which is good. It was great to be out there catching up with a good mate, and the fish were definitely coming on the chew. Oh, that is a better one, I think.
Oh, that's all I've got though. That's what you need, eh? Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
This is a legal one, I dare say. I'll give him a measure. Oh, yeah, it's going. Oh, that's a good fish. You want the net or just gonna lift? Oh, that's a nice one. Get him in here, mate. Yeah. That's definitely legal.
What do we got here? Is this 30?
All right, so this little one's just legal. Let's see if this is definitely the biggest for the day. I probably should have got the net for you. He's a good fish.
Feisty little fella.
Yeah. No, Lewis is on fire. That's a good couple of fillets. Oh, I'm going to say 29. Oh, 29 if his nose is forward. That's a good fish, mate. Very well done.
For that.
Yeah, nice work. That's your biggest whiting ever, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Lewis is on again. Next cast. Oh, I'm getting a bite too.
Oh no. Oh, look up here. Hey.
I'm on too.
Hey.
Boy, that's a nice one. Get him in. We're on it. We're on here. I got to catch mine. Bit of a double hookup. Oh, this is a good fish actually. This is my best one of the day for sure.
Get him in.
Oh, this is a good. Oh, we'll need the net for this one, mate. Oh, actually swallowed it. We're good.
Oh, have a go at it.
Are you serious? They're starting to come on the chew. Hang on, let me hold this one up for you. Had a bit of a double hook up there. That's a nice fish when you think about it. That's probably getting close to 30. Let's not lose him. Ah, very good. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. Out with Lewis today, catching a few whiting and talking you through the basics of catching whiting and getting started. So, very nice. So Lewis's was 27. Oh, 31. Oh, 32. Holy moly, that's not bad for the sand flats. Couple of cracking nice fish just there. Oh, it's staying down. It'll be a whiting. Oh, that's all right. Do you want a net or? That's a good. Oh, that's a good fish. Got him. There's another one. He's a nice one, mate.
Yeah, that's legal.
He went so hard around the boat, that one. Yeah. If you stop getting bites, it could be because the fish have moved further up onto the bank with the tide. This is when you can simply lift your anchor, move up a little bit shallower and try your luck up there. That one's going alright, eh? Staying down, that's what whiting do often. It's going to fight hard here, yep. Oh, he's a nice one, mate. Here's a nice one. Oh, no, he's a nice one, mate. Good stuff. It's so fun because they fight hard when they first hit, and they fight hard again at the boat. Like, they just take off. Well, everyone, that was a great session catching a feed of whiting with my mate Lewis and showing him the ropes. As I said, he hadn't been down in the saltwater much, so it was good to get him out there, and I hope you guys picked up a few tips throughout the video as well. Before we finish the video, I thought I'd show you the rigs that we were using and the gear. As you can see, I've got a couple of rods behind me there, and give you a couple more tips on how to go out and catch whiting for yourself. So, as you may have seen, I was using this old school rod. This is a Jarvis Walker Black Queen, passed down from my great-grandfather, grandfather, father, now I'm using it, and a bit of an old school Alvey reel as well, which suits it perfectly. So I absolutely love using this setup, but most of you guys at home, especially if you're just a beginner, will probably be using something similar to what Lewis was using in the video, which was a spin reel, which I have here in the background, so I'll show you that now. So this is just a light 2 to 4 kilo rod with a nice soft whippy tip, which is great for those whiting because you can see and feel all those little bites, and also it doesn't spook the fish when they start to bite. That nice soft tip allows them to bite and swim off with the bait and not get spooked. But that's matched up with just a 1000 size reel. You could use a 2000 size, spooled up with 8-pound monofilament line, and that's what we use for our leader as well, 8-pound mono. So For our leader, which I'll talk about the rig in a second, you want your line to be as clear as possible. So we look for a mono that's clear to use as our leader, once again, so it looks almost invisible in the water and doesn't spook the fish. Now the rig is very simple as well. That is just a size 2 bean sinker threaded onto our main line down to a swivel. So we've also been using click sinkers recently, so I'll leave a link to those in the description where you can just clip them onto your line, and if you need to change the weight, you can just clip a heavier one on, or if you want to go no weight at all, just put out a live bait unweighted, you can clip it off altogether. So we've been really loving those, but if you want, you can just use a size 2 bean sinker there down onto a swivel, and then we have about 80 centimeters of our monofilament leader down to a hook. Now that hook is a Mustad Bloodworm size for extra long shank. Now I'll leave in the description all the details of our gear and our rig, so you can go and read it and write it down and have a look at it, but I just thought I'd show you on the video as well. So that's what we're using, very simple, and as I said in the video, a live yabby or worm on the end of that hook, and yeah, it does the trick. Now the final tip that I'll give guys before the end of the video is that you can use these exact same rigs, gear and techniques if you're fishing land-based or off the bank, or also if you are drifting over the sand flats. Now you would have seen in this video that we were anchored, and that's because the tide was running in, just creeping up over those shallow flats, and we were just anchored, waiting for those whiting to move in around us and slowly pulling up the anchor and moving up with the tide. Now that's a great way to target them, but sometimes when you go fishing, the tide may not be running in. So if you have a high tide over the top of the sand flats, that is a great time to do a longer drift over the area. Or also if it's low tide or the end of the run out tide, when those whiting are going to be moving off the banks into a little bit deeper water, you can definitely drift into the shallow channels around the banks or over the shallow parts of the banks that are still covered, and that is a great way to target them. Dad and myself actually had a really good session recently, one of my recent videos, chasing whiting, drifting over the sand flats. So if you want to go watch that, once again, I'll leave a link in the description. We give plenty of tips in that on how to drift for whiting and a few flathead as well. I really hope this video has been helpful, guys. Until next time, tight lines and happy fishing. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed. Share it with your mates if you think it could help them. Leave a like rating and comment with any questions you may have. I really love chatting to you guys and getting to know you and answering any questions that you have. All right, see you next time.